Hi Pisces, if you want to come on in, here's your ink blot made in your name and essence for April. If you want to take a screenshot, so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Pisces, thank you for being my muse. Thank you for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. I'm going to dig in here if you'd like to take a moment with me to close the eyes, release the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Pisces, let's go. We'll add on tarot and oracle along the way. I'm seeing, those, I can't remember what the flower's called. I think it's tiger lilies. And they're closed right now. But I'm also getting this impression, it's like, give it to me, baby. And it's like, what is it, like the stereotypical, like, Italian, like, are you understanding? So there might be some sort of conversation that right now feels like it's coming towards me, being in the Piscean aura. Thank you. But when it comes to me, it's going to be like, you know what I mean? I don't mean to be stereotypical, but it's this confidence in the space of the self in which I am considering this information, either through this conversation. It's a conversation. The tiger lilies may represent something, and if that stands out to you, then you may want to, further research or investigate. There's a massive illumination. Let's see if, sorry, the camera's over there, so today, like right in about here. And this is where I'm seeing those tiger lily. There's Pisces. There's something. It's like I could say illumination, and I kind of want to use that word confidently. The Pisceans are going through some sort of illumination, and it's coming through my mind to clarify something that might be an illness. Maybe it's of the mind, maybe it's an opinion or a seed source. I don't know what it is, Pisces, but if you resonate, you resonate, and if you know it's not your scry story, that's okay, release it. The ill in the illumination, that's really standing out to me, that portion. Okay, my nose is getting itchy. So when I was seeing the tiger lily, anyway, I also saw it just ever so quickly, like a pincher. Is it like a lobster or a crab? And then it went into that. So you might be grabbing something, grabbing illnesses in conversation, in connections, and being able to pick them out and then going, what is this that they tried to feed me? Or because I'm not getting the sensation now, whether this channel is personal or professional, corporate, creative, those channels are your own, right? They're the language in which we use to navigate is those channels, but there's similarities along the way. Anyway, Pisces, you get it. There's this, I don't want to say, what are they trying to feed me? This isn't about it. It's being very strong in my sense of self without being my own block to perceive other things, because there's all this purple and greens. So it's really uniting my heart and my crown. Again, I keep wanting to do this. There may be other meanings, but it's like this, Pisces. And you may know what this is. The human and the higher self. That's what this feels like. I'm seeing a dustbuster. Like, if you're of the age, you know what a dustbuster is. I almost feel like a magician. Yes. And there are these little ghosty goblins down here. No, they're not ghostly in nature. they're almost like they're coming out of the specifically like the sacral subconscious. That's so when you grab them, when you pinch them, and you can grab these things, if anything is taking away or adding, I want to note the balance. This is adding, but there's something about the subconscious. Maybe it's even conversations with the self. Illuminated. For some reason, that's very clear. I'm not sure of the dictionary definitions, not necessarily that's the be all end all. Noticing the difference of illumination and enlightenment. But I feel like I'm on a trajectory. Okay, so I'm seeing, and now I'm in here. See if that'll come through. Right in here. Perfect. So it's kind of like a long trunked elephant. And it's switching on me very, very quickly, Pisces. Like, I feel like this is how quickly things, maybe you're downloading information, maybe you're receiving from your spirit, from afterlife spirit, from your guides, loved ones, etc. Because this is how fast your ink is changing. So now I just saw it like that. It is a fossilized elephant or woolly mammoth, so something about memories. And then it transforms when I go the other way, and I see it as one of those flowers that eat things. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but hopefully you know what I mean. And the first thing I saw, but the last thing I'll say, is this higher self dragon. Dragon symbology may mean something to you. Please follow that. And there is this earthly expression or essence. I think it's the Piscean earthly expression. I'm going to land right there because the shape is also changing. Anyway, but this earthly expression and this higher self dragon of sorts, they're kind. It's like I can see a petting right in around like the bridge of the nose and the third eye. It feels soothing. I'm also seeing when I was a kid, we used to have those toys, and you would press the sides of it, so it kind of looked like it had like a U and then like a handle, and then like this monkey, but I'm seeing it as a bat would like flip and press and go whoop whoop. I really don't know what it's called, but I'm seeing it in here, and it's kind of sideways, almost as if I'm being very playful in my higher self sky. There's something cosmic-y about it when I land in this space, whether that's in maybe somebody might have an affinity for space. It could be another realm like REM state, a state of being, perception. I feel like I'm having very, very deep dreams. I don't know if I remember them because I'm seeing that toy is like as a bat. And you know how when you see like Batman shows and like he swoops around but like sideways from buildings or something, or a superhero, this, that, or the other? That's what I feel like you're doing. There's front, there's back, but something about the peripheral, Pisces, you might be seeing, okay, it brings me back into those people, places, or things, even of yourself. If they're trying to, you can pinch things out, even from, anyway, okay, you get it. Thank you so much for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you to everyone who donates to the channel through Buy Me a Coffee or PayPal, or becoming a member for, death by $5. Woo! Or like, share, subscribe. All right, Pisces. So we had 3 that came down. Unseen in the subcon, Hearth, happiness in our hearts, and Lady Del Muertos, acceptance and equality. Thank you. So that is what I'm seeing. When I was talking about the dragon and the earthly expression of Pisces aura, I wasn't sure what the ink was transforming into, but it just validated for me. So I'm grateful for that. Is this gargoyle? It's like here's the wing of the gargoyle, and it's very protective of the heart space, this higher self dragon. Excuse me. Happiness in our hearts and homes. And it's actually bringing me back into that illumination. Like I want to slide this card. Like there's the claws onto the side, or those tiger lilies. There we go. And then up to your illumination. Yes. Lady de los Muertos. Acceptance and equality. When I land in there, I feel and I sense that I'm equally observant to what is projected from me out to the public or to my private people, to my profession, what I'm providing. And I'm also equally in accepting of what's projected towards me into my world. Now, when I say accepting, it doesn't mean I receive it and resonate. I am just very clearly like present, and I'm listening. Pisces are listening. There's like these okay, so one thing I'm just going to jump in and say here, because I'm seeing it up at the top. If anyone's trying to get pregnant or is looking to, soul family, there is a spirit stepping forward, willing to be born into your family unit. So mindful if that's not your jam, but it's definitely there. I'm seeing it like a spirit sperm. I also want to be mindful of that there is, what is it? No, it's not coming to me, Pisces. Sorry, hold on. I'll grab another deck if it doesn't come to me. I want to say like skipjack or something like that, but I know it's not that. It's a death card in the steampunk tarot. Anywho, okay, so I have here joy, rejoicing in the present. This is what came face down, so unseen subconscious realm. Jack-o'-lantern, protection, and winter, the sacredness of pausing. I want to note again that between protection and joy, okay, this is how I'll do that. The spirit of protection is with that gargoyle and the dragon. And see all the light? There's this glow. Maybe you're glowing up, Pisces, because you're so accepting of your new awareness. There might be even some Pisces that suddenly like can see auras, or if there's people around you, kind of like Love is Blind, or, maybe their passive aggressiveness is some examples. And suddenly you see it so blatantly and you're like, oh. And instead of getting angry, it's just, oh, I see that now. I see that. And it could have been like sliding by before. And it's not now. It's not now. Because your joy is in this, or at least how I'm seeing it, is right in that illumination. And I'm being released. I'm being released of the ill in the nation. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting way to say that. It also says rejoicing in the present, and we spoke about that. You're being very present and you're listening. Pisces. That spirit sperm that just stepped forward, if you're trying to get pregnant again, it's almost like you can hear them if it's because it's like divine timing or something like that, like the soul that will be incarnate and embodied. I also want to know that in the joy, there is a lot of the leaves that are coming through the winter card. Or that, will the lighting let it through? I do try. It's making me feel like there's some sort of emotional pause I took over perhaps the winter season, no matter how that is shown in your place of the world. Because I'm actually not seeing a whole lot of emotion here in the ink blot, but it's almost like it was in a pause in some sort of emotional intelligence. That thing is coming back, that play toy, like you might have felt, whether it's in career, etc., or relationships, like you're just like, almost like spinning tires. But it's like, well, how do you pinpoint it? But you did, Pisces. You did it by being perceptive and by being present. It's kind of like your superpower right now is how I'm feeling it. All right. Skip heeled Jack? I can't remember. All right, we're going to keep going here. Thank you so much for joining me, exploring with me empathically through your aura. We will reverse this Rorschach and revisit it probably in a week or two for end of April and kind of get some perspective possibilities for the end of April or threshold into May. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. The sun's starting to come out and I feel like it's blocking me a little bit. I like the darkness a little. It's cozy. It's cozy. All right, Pisces. I'm also seeing the mushroom from Mario Brothers. What's that little mushroom dude's name? I don't know. You're doing some sort of magic for your mind and meat suit. Yeah, okay, thank you. That came face down. I will revisit that in a moment. So I have tree, snake, and dog. See if I can do this without getting my fingers all in the way. Okay, so I don't know if I said it out loud, but it did came through. For those that aren't considering being preggers, it's almost like I was seeing a spiritual snake in that same... I don't know if it'll allow it to come through with the lighting. There it is right there. See how it's like coiled up. And I also saw it as a snake. But the message here is desire and attraction. And that's what was interesting about it, because I wanted to intellectually, Stephanie, apply, a common definition again. Definition seems to be big in your reading as well. Pisces, like, this is how delicate you're being. I'm admiring this auric energy. This isn't in a constipated way, like I can't have any fun. This is, I'm kind of enjoying exploring all this stuff, like these subtleties. Sorry, so I wanted to automatically, like, kind of define, but I didn't. Because I knew something else would step forward that would help me better understand the expression of this spiritual snake, because it's not yet manifest. And I shouldn't say that manifests like an intangible thing. I think it's in your spirit, and you are desirable. You are attractive. Hence, being careful also if this is a pregger, if you don't want to get preggers. But you are very desirable to those that... Okay, so Pisces, bear with me. This can always get weird with me, and that's okay. I'm going to go with it. Like, I can see people gravitating towards me, Pisces, being a guest in the Piscean energy. And because I have like this discernment now, it's like once I've decided to continue defining my own definitions, and this isn't to, again, protrude or project them onto other people or places or things. It's just I am well with this understanding based on my own experiences, and releasing everyone to have their own as well. So it's like once you've cleared up definitions or revisited them to delicately put in details that feel well for you right now, it attracts, I'm seeing your other fish. Like I'm seeing other fishes, other schools of fish. Somebody else might be considering going to a school or a community, something along that lines, or reaching out for a different, your attraction and awareness might be desirable to something else than the typical. And you know what I'm saying? Because you're transforming. All right. We also have here tree, stability, growth, loyalty, and determination with the dog. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you. The dog I want to insert, actually, where that dragon was, and it kept, which is also an elephant, which is also something else. And I always want to keep like plopping it, but like right in the center. And it's attached into this rose. Okay, so there's something, remember when I was talking about this from the bridge? It's like when you pet a dog or a cat, and that's very, very soothing. And I feel like there's someone in spirit, could be a spirit guide, but I do feel like it's a loved one, friend, or family that has passed, and they are still very loyal to you in their love, and they're very much so around, and they are determined with you to move through your delicate desires. I feel like I might have butchered that saying it, but hopefully the essence comes through, Pisces, because it feels very, very sincere. Because even when I plop the dog in here, there's like two hands, and I'm loyal to this person in spirit, and it's like they're stepping forward saying, and I am still loyal to you. Loyalty transcends, life and death. Should we use those polarities? Unseen, we have here the moon, cycles, and change. This is you're creating the changes, but I do want to say it's subtle, or at least that's how it's feeling. I don't know if it's expressed subtly. There might have been like a moment of like, well, the trigger or the catalyst wasn't subtle by any means. But it's like you're able to take something that was a catalyst one way or the other and transform it into the state of observation subtly so that it wouldn't trigger other people around you. And that could also be very strategic. This could also have something to do with coming back to like the sacral tiger lily, something to do with your value of self. We're closing out here, so from hostilities, and right from the or hostilities, hostiles or hostilities of oneself or another, and not trying to be dramatic, but it's bringing me back into when we were talking about like the projections to and fro, opinions, this, that, or the other. The ill in the Illumination, whoever they are. I kind of want to say, like, if anyone's thinking they're being sneaky around the Piscean energies and auras, I don't know. They're on to you. That's how it feels. Okay, and then we have here the Angel of Balance and the woman holding a coin and a card that came up upside down. This is that value. Thank you. Ah, brilliant. Okay, so see how they're like with your tiger lily flowers, and then I want to place in there these doors opening and the light shines through. Yes, Pisces, this is all about value of oneself and extending that out and I'm back in that sacral area. Strong sense of self. Personal or professional, or both, of course. Woman holding a coin, I do believe it's going to be very fruitful for you in Angel of Balance, both the human and higher self landscapes. And then in between, last but not least, we have here 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. I feel like this has been the self-talk, did I see that? The definitions, the defining without taking away dominion of oneself or another, respecting my own freedom of speech per se to oneself, raising that up without applying, you know what I mean? Like, I can raise up myself without taking away from another. But I don't know if at some point in time, others were trying to plant like little subconscious seeds and they were taking away from you to help make them feel better. You caught on. I also don't know. This could be in the space of my own self-talk and self-sabotage was taking away from me and lowering me. You know what I'm saying? This is all cleared up. I also feel like change again, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, has been working with you over the winter season through the change. And that's why I'm not seeing it blatantly here. It's kind of like the season's changing. The season is ending. And that's why it's not my focus. What is the focus is the joy and the value that's coming in, dare I say, for the spring season. All right. Pisces, thank you so much for being my muse. You're an amazing audience. I'm grateful for your awesome attention and awareness. Feel free to comment below if you see any shapes or symbols that speak to your soul, maybe inspire others. And until next time, I will see you later on in the month.